This is where things get a little bit special because the major is around the corner. That means All About Counter-Strike for the next few weeks is going to be all about the Intel Extreme Masters Cologne Major. 10 years later, and Cologne is a major again. Back in 2016 was the last one where Cologne was that way. Obviously, it's such a special event. It means so much to players already as Cologne is. And so what me and Devilwalk will be doing now for the remaining episodes until the end of the major is bringing on plenty of guests from all different stages of the major, some very special guests joining us who have kind of given us their time to understand what it's been like to qualify for this major, how they got there, the route they took, their boot camps, their chances. All the insight will be coming in on this podcast. DW, it's been a lot of work, but we're excited for this one, right?
Yeah, it's super exciting. And I think the biggest thing is kind of talking to different people, different personalities, and kind of maybe or hopefully get a little bit more insight on how their season have been, what their take on it, because sometimes it feels like you kind of just see the talents and us talking shit about people or teams or how things are, but I think it's important to get that kind of inside perspective from everyone.
Yeah, get the real stories, the truth of it all. And as me and you will not be working the major, we needed to make sure we were producing content still for it and making sure we're still as informed and insightful as we can be. And to help doing that, for episode 62, we're bringing in none other than xfl0ud from Heroic, who have been on one crazy journey to qualify for the major. And they're still competing in tournaments right now, just before the major starts. xfl0ud, I know maybe asking you how you are is a bad thing because today wasn't the result you wanted, but just in general, like you as a person right now, how is things? How is life?
I mean, the life is good. I think because of we qualify for Cologne Major, I'm very happy. Our team is very happy. But yeah, today results was not the one we wanted. Also tomorrow, we're gonna play one more game. So to be honest, this stake tournament is not that important because that VRS will not give us a lot of things. Maybe it just help us to get AWC invite, but for major, to get confident, to get momentum, we should put some good results. Otherwise, like if you are just getting two losers in front, like if you just get two lose, then you're going to major, then the moods are gone and maybe confidence is gone. So it's very important to bounce back tomorrow.
Could you answer an age-old question? Are people still saving strats for the major?
I mean, I don't know about other teams. Today, when we were watching 9Z and Sharks, we felt like they are hiding some tactics, because both was playing a little bit awkward. Yeah. But we are not hiding any strats, and still we lost it,
Okay.
I gotta do our tried and tested thing. We do this at the beginning of every episode. So this is episode 62 of the podcast. As of right now, it is the 27th of May when we're filming this, so everyone knows if anything happened in the news afterwards. We're recording at this date. It is 10:09 for me, which means for you in Spain, xfl0ud, it's 9?
It is 11:09 right now.
Oh, it's 11:09 for you. Okay, I thought you were an hour back, but you're the same time as Devilwalk. So you're in Spain, Devilwalk's in Sweden, I'm in Portugal. All the timings have been done. And before we get into kind of the major for you and what's going on with Heroic, the first thing I wanted to talk to you about was like looking at your position in Heroic right now, because there was a time where you were benched on Heroic, and I'll bring in some of the quotes you said back then that like you were surprised to be benched, right?
Don't mind this sound.
Huh?
I'm gonna do something in Discord. Don't mind the sound.
Okay, yeah. Our Discord sound as well. We need to make sure that was there at the same time. So Tobiz comes into the team. Yeah. You get benched, and you said it was a big surprise for you. Then you get brought back into the team, and it was the Heroic director of esports. He said the truth of the situation is because obviously Tanir was leaving the team. In order for us to retain our VRS points and keeping a core from the previous summer roster, they brought you back. And then they said you'd always been a solid player. We're happy to have him back. And you had conversations with Tobiz and his agent about improvements that you want to see in order to make your return to Heroic. So obviously you said it was a surprise. They said it was a conversation around improvements. When me and Devilwalk have discussed you on the podcast, like you personally as a player, you've always been like a rock solid player, like almost the star of the team,
I mean,
delivering
he
in a
was
good
by
way.
far the best player on the team when the benching happened. I think you had some
Yeah.
stellar tournaments even before that happened. You were really racking up numbers. You were in good shape and good form. So I think the whole community kind of was taken by surprise by the decision in general.
So from your side, what
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah, from my side, as you guys said, we had very good season. We qualified for Austin Major,
Yep.
and after that, everything like the changes happened. Some players and so went to G2. Then we got new coach. So for me, what I heard at least, so there is nothing wrong with saying that, you know. What I heard afterwards is so already wanted to like bench me and get a new player. So I think organization was also listening coach, you know, because I think so is a coach who should get that respect
Yeah.
and trust.
Yeah.
So when Toby came, also I think they asked Toby if they want to keep me or not, and like if so would stay here, probably I would get bench anyway. So I
Mhm.
think they try to do something like with position changing. So Tenier would play my positions, and maybe Nilo would play Tenier's positions.
Okay.
But yeah, when they started to play like that, then it didn't work well, because when I joined back, then people were saying, "Oh, Yasin, no one will do like no one was able to do your job," you know, because
Yeah.
okay, maybe I'm playing highest rated, but I'm also like I don't getting satisfied with my stats, but I'm getting satisfied with the dirty job I'm doing in the server, you know. So if I'm getting one kill and maybe fucking the enemy's rotation, and if I can pull it in the communication, you know, guys, I know what they do, you know, you need to go B now, blah blah blah. So that impact when I do in the server, no one will be able to do it, because Tunir was a bit more like a trader guy. So
Mhm.
when he's going first while taking room like space, then he was struggling. Maybe he needed to bait someone, you know. But when he's going first, it's a bit hard, because when if you are a player playing in my position, you shouldn't think about to live in the post plant situation. You know, your job is maybe sometimes for 30 seconds, 40 seconds.
Yeah.
So when I joined back, everyone was very happy. I was the guy who is losing in the puzzle, you know.
Yeah.
So but the getting back in the server, I think they like Tinir situation was about to happen, because he was going to spray. So either they had to get a new player or get me back. So when I talked with Tobis, I think, as I said, like there was some profile that I was maybe not disciplined in the server. Maybe I was late 2-3 minutes in the breaks, you know, that
Mhm.
can happen. So whatever, like I had a little bit bad profile, so maybe Toby didn't want to give me chance that time. But now when I talk with Toby, he understood me. I understood him. So I think like, because like I think it's very easy to not I don't want to say manipulate, because I don't want to say they were lying about this and this and this, you know.
Yeah.
But I think when people are talking about someone, and you are not talking with exactly that guy, then it's very easy to misunderstand, you know.
Yeah.
Or maybe like it's very easy to manipulate that kind of thing. So when Toby talked with me, he liked me and he really wanted to work with me. And I also told him like I really want to play in heroic. There's no bad blood, you know.
Good.
Because yes, I was very sad and like shocked when I got benched, but I was also very eager and I was very excited to play back in the top tier, because I think when I got benched, him was around top 11. So I was thinking,
Yeah.
okay, like why not, you know? But yeah, when I come back, the rank was a little bit fucked though, but all good. I think we make it work. At least right now we are in major. So from my side, that's like that. And as I said, like for me, I am a guy used to get benched in a ton of fire. Probably Banks, you
Oh,
remember that
dude, that
days.
was crazy. How many? Well, I don't know how many times you were benched and then brought back, but that was like horrific times for that whole team.
Yes, it was like 3 times minus explode plus explode three
Yeah.
times like that, you know. So yeah, it was a little bit ridiculous. So I'm a player that get used to like that time kind of actions, you know. So I was not having any emotions like bad emotions. I was using it as a chilling, because when you are playing pro top tier, you like literally you don't have a lot of free days. Like even this player break and previous play break, we had like 14, 15 days, and you are playing 6 months, you know,
Yeah.
tournament to tournament. And as you guys know, the last 2 seasons right now is more busy than other years. Like
by
people
far.
are, especially top teams are going tournament to tournament. They're not going even home, you know. So I said, okay, I will chill for the first time, and when I get back home, I try to check what I'm missing, you know, like maybe I need to get better on this and this and this. So I was using this. I was trying to use it as chilling and getting better, improving myself.
Very smart.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting that kind of the previous experience from Eternal Fire kind of helped you maybe take the news better, or use it as a positive instead of a negative, which I think, if you're, I mean, you're still a pretty young player in Counter Strike, but if I haven't had that experience helping you to bounce back, know what you need to do to get back in the shape and be interesting on the market. I'm sure it's an
Yeah.
interesting kind of experience to have as a young
Yeah,
player.
like, yeah, don't get me arrogant or wrong, please, but I know my own quality. So whenever I get benched, I'm not panicking, and I'm saying, okay, like they will not fit my position unless
Yeah.
they really get a better player than me.
Yeah.
So I'm just giving it time, and meanwhile, maybe I'm working on myself. So when I go back, uh, people say, okay, like xfl0ud was like, why they wanted to bench him? He was really good, you know. So I want to give that impression to players or coach, like the new players or new coach, I mean. So it was same in Eternal Fire. When they bench me, I knew I am not the problem. Okay, maybe I'm underperforming a little bit, but like there's a lot of effects that affects me, like outside effects, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was saying, okay, you can try whatever, you can get whatever, but end of the day, probably will come back to me.
And then looking at that, right? So you come back into this heroic, and obviously you guys don't qualify for Budapest Major. You said the VRS was obviously, it was already in a bad state. How hard was that for like you guys on heroic, especially like you and Youngster had known each other for so long at that point as well, from Sangal days all the way into this? Like, what was that grind like and that rebuild like for this team? Because obviously not making the major hurts, but like you also couldn't rest. You had to just keep going for more events. We were seeing you at more tier 1 events as well.
Yeah, like for me, I think the worst period of this team was after I joined, because like with some pious and so everything was going very well. I think we played against a lot of good teams,
Yep.
like in Dallas and Austin, and we did like good run for our level, at least I would say. As I said, like we were hitting top 11 when Austin is down, I think, if I'm not wrong. But let's see.
Top
Let's
eight,
keep it.
top eight in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like end of Dallas, I think, or beginning of Austin, we were like top 11 in the world VRS.
Oh
So
yes, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
for yeah,
In the
yeah.
ranking, yeah.
So yeah, exactly. So for me, if we would keep the things with some poise and soul, and keep improving the things, then I think we would be consistent on there, because our chemistry was also very good, or working system and like structure was very nice, I would say. But after I joined, then there was a lot of change already happened. Like Tenure was out, Greeks is out, like
Yep.
get benched. Then we have a new AVP player, Alcaran. We have a new coach. I'm coming back. Then people were a little bit also tired and bored, like because that changed, you know. Because if you're a new player, maybe it's easy to get, but for Simon, like Youngstar, and for LNZ, it was not easy, because imagine 6 months ago you have very good structure, you have very good ranking, chemistry is good, but then you're doing 3 maybe 4 changes and still everything is not perfect. So I
Yeah.
think it was very very hard to get that chemistry back, and people are trusting in the project. But I think yeah, like as I said, the first 2-3 months was very very bad. We didn't put the chemistry, like I mean things was going better in the server, people were feeling better and happier. But yeah, when we playing officials, it didn't click, because we played, I think, before major. Like when I joined, we played 3 or 4 top tier events before the major cutoff for Budapest, and we didn't do anything. I think we either lost like 1-3 in Swiss system, or we just lose 0-3. So, but after major, we gained a little bit more VRS after Budapest major. So that's why we are in killer right now.
How's that been, the start of this season? Because I mean, even the chaos you mentioned before, it's not like the chaos has kind of stopped for you guys in heroic.
Yeah.
Obviously there was a lot of question marks at the start of the season with Alcaran and Youngstar coming back into lineup, similar kind of to you in a sense, where you got benched, but now Youngstar got benched and got brought into the lineup again to fill in Alcaran. How has that
And
kind
be
of
an
affect?
author.
Yeah, and changing role. How has that
Yeah.
been for, like, even if you just look at your perspective of it, how have you dealt with, maybe having another player coming back into the team and maybe, going tournament to tournament with maybe an uncertain future of what lineup you have been a
Yeah.
part of?
Yeah, like for me, the first of all, I am a player who plays and performs better when we are spending some time together.
Yeah.
Like it happened in Sangal, it happened in Athena Fire, it happened in Heroic. Like my first 2-3 tournaments is going a little bit struggle because I need to know people and people need to know my behavior. Maybe Yasin is good at this, Yasin is not good at this, so we can find where to put me or where to put other players, because then like Counter Strike is not an individual game. It's like domino effect. If I'm playing good, probably Nilo will play better, and
Mm-hmm.
if Nilo plays better in his position, probably it will affect me in a positive way. So
Yeah.
that's why it was a little bit hard for me to adapt in the situation, because there's a lot of change and like there's a lot, because right now maybe I'm trying to adapt to Alcaraz, maybe he has communication issues, so I'm saying okay, I need to help him more,
Yeah.
but then the
Uh-huh.
Youngstar comes, then he has a different problem, like not problem, but like maybe I need to adapt in
I mean,
different way
different
to him.
strengths, different weaknesses.
Exactly. So it was a little bit hard, and I think also from resilience side, it was also very hard, because, as you said, it was very uncertain how long we're gonna play with Youngstar,
Yeah.
and there was a question mark for Youngstar if he can play AVP. Like for personally, I knew he could play AVP because we are playing him, we are playing together with him for 3 years, and I know he has the best mechanics in the team. He can play every position, in my opinion. Because he plays a lot of faceit even in Sangal times.
Mm-hmm.
Like after practice is done, 8 hours of practice, he was playing maybe 4 or 5 facets. And when I was watching his streams, I was saying, bro, like he's destroying in faceit. Like his mechanics are so crisp. Why you are not playing like this in practice?
Yeah.
So like I knew he was the best option, at least at least inside the team, he was the best option that's who could fill that position.
But there hasn't been
Right.
like demoralizing at all for you guys. I mean, I'm sure you would have kind of gone into this season, felt like you could have done maybe a bit better if you had perfect circumstances. Has that kind of hit you as a team in any way?
Like maybe I don't know what other players or coach think, but I really like to play with Youngstar, because like for me, I never played. Maybe Sampaio was exception, like he was better on that. What I'm gonna say, but I never played with an AVP who doesn't have communication problem, because AVP is such
Mm.
a important position, and I'm playing with them together. So we
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
like duo basically. So when AVP player have some communication problem, then as I said, domino effect, it affects me a lot in negative way. But with Youngstar, maybe his strength was his mechanics. I'm sorry, AVP skill was not that good, but his strength was communication, because he has fluent English, and I know he's very talkative guy. So he even gives micro informations. Maybe he doesn't micro people, but that is small informations he never misses. Then it
Yeah.
helps me a lot. So that way I was very happy. So with Alcoran and with previous teammates, except the Sampaios, like I had that problem. Like maybe they were very like I'm not saying they're a bad player, but they were missing that communication part, or maybe they were over focusing on their POV instead of, guys, I'm coming here, like the rotation. They need to move
You
rotation,
think that's
or maybe
because
they need to give the
he's
overview.
been a rifler, young star himself? He understands kind of what you need as a rifler more.
I mean, he told me that it's helped because he was playing anchor.
Yeah.
So when I talked with him, he said, bro, like because of I played anchor, it really helps me because I know what an anchor needs, because he played anchor before. So I think he's very smart guy to think about these things. But as I said, it's also his strength that he's very talkative guy, hype guy. So because like there's some people very silent outside of the game, and they're probably silent in the game. But Youngstar
Yeah.
is always talkative guy. He never stop talking. So it also same in the server. Like if he's not mood, if his mood is not down, he will be always hyping and still giving the very good information.
That's cool.
Awesome. And there's one thing I wanted to look at as well, because when you joined Heroic coming from the Sangor side, right? I want to look at like what it was for you working with Saw and some of the differences. Like, just first of all, I guess how good of a coach was Saw for you guys when you're going to more tier 1 events, from a learning perspective, what you were able to take away from him?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think he was always pushing players to become their better version, and I think he was very good at building a structure. So even if you change X player, the new player would adapt instantly, or the other players would adapt that new guy,
Mm-hmm.
because what I saw like in this team, little bit structure we are missing. Like if we change player, then maybe it will feel like we did a rebuild whole team,
Yeah.
so I think that part he was very good, and he was very good at like giving the missions to people. So maybe Sampaius was a guy who is talking on Mirage, a lot. And maybe it was different in maybe in Nuke it was me, and he was helping a lot with the people. He was a lot overworking, and like he had very good coach roster too. Like we had two analyst coach we saw
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
yeah, then their chemistry was very good, because all of the like all of the other teams I see from outside, maybe coach and analyst coach is not very synced, but in that team, they were they were doing very good job, I would say.
And how does that now compare to what you have with Tobias? Because obviously he was famed for a lot of what he did on the Mouse NXT team, right? But that's working with a lot of younger players, academy players, kind of trying to work their way up to tier 1.
Yeah, I mean, Toby is also a guy. At least he pushed me. I wouldn't say he pushed other players that much, but at least on me, I think he pushed me a little bit more. Maybe he was a little bit harsh, but at least I'm happy today that I am taking more responsibility in the server. I'm talking more in the server. So I would say, like he also very good at maybe in general I'm a good player, but maybe I'm missing one, two things that I didn't think about it, or maybe it was not even a thing I never thought about it, So he's very good at Yasin. You need to count this. You need to count their flash. If flash is not coming, you need to think about maybe it's gonna be AC pit, BC pit. So that kind of micro things I was missing before he came. But with that, we call it. Universal calls, universal
Yeah.
things,
Yeah.
So that kind of things he helped me a lot, and I think for me I think he's more a positive coach, like, because with so maybe sometimes he was getting angry, or maybe frustrated more than Tobias. I think Tobias is more positive guy. Like when there's problem, he take pauses and say it in kind way, and I think that's why
Okay.
he's getting respect in the team. Like I would say, because I think there's some coaches, I'm not talking about but maybe other coaches, when they didn't prove themselves yet, then they're being harsh. Then
Yeah.
maybe there's bad blood between players and coach, But here, I think he's doing very good job about like solving the problems. That I would
Nice.
say.
Very
Cool.
positive. And then I want to also look at like Kristen coming into the team, because he was a previous Mouse NXT player, right? An IGL as well, but he's quite a young IGL for you guys. But what I see when I see you guys at events is just how much, I would say, outside of the server, it looks like you guys are having fun, how he still gets a lot of respect despite maybe his age and experience. So what is it like to have had him during this time and comparing to some of your other IGLs?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think beginning of this heroic, like the transfer happened from Sangal to heroic, right?
Yeah.
Since that time, I think we are playing and performing better when we are having fun, jokes around, and we are like doing even hand jokes, whatever, everything. So when we're spending time together outside of the server, and maybe before we join server, we still having conversation, making jokes, then we playing better. So I think also in here, I think that is our strength. Like there is some days maybe people are not very talkative, they are not
Yeah.
like joining the jokes, then maybe in the server it affects. But when we have that mood, I would say, I think we're playing better and better. So I mean, we are a young team, and I'm the Anki in the team right now. So if you don't have fun, what you gonna have? If you have
Yeah.
like we have 19, 20, 21 years old players. So if they are not having fun and laughing around, then our guys, I am the Anki. Maybe I need to be more like
But you're very talkative. You're very loud. When I see you, like, it's not just loud shouting in the server, but you're the very outspoken one, I would say. Am I right from my observations?
I mean, people say me I am yapping a lot, so I think you're right. I think you're right.
That's definitely good. That's why we got you for the podcast, man. This is why
That's
this
perfect.
makes perfect sense. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what we need. And then you've got now, obviously, we touched a little bit on Youngster, but like you guys have had a long journey together now throughout your careers. What is the relationship between like you two outside of the server? Just because he's also kind of a similar character to you, quite bubbly, quite positive. When I speak to him, he's always happy to be around.
Yeah, I mean you talk about very good point, because the thing is we staying with him in same room
Yeah.
for I think over 2 years
Oh
or maybe
wow.
1.5. So yes, as you said, maybe I'm the longest, like he's my longest teammate right now
Yeah.
in the team, but also we spend a lot of time with him outside of server. Like I would say, I think he's very open-minded. Like I can talk a lot of things with him inside the server or outside of the server, and he's also like giving me very good feedbacks. And like if he says in, like he never says in bad way, but even if he says in bad way, I will not get it wrong, you know.
Yeah.
So it's same for him. It's same for him, and we are having a lot of fun. When I got back to team, we went cinema in Sweden.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, in Turkey, I said, guys, we need to go eat char kebab. Then he can't forget about how taste is char kebab is, you know. So like we have good memories together. And as I said, like I think our chemistry is also helping us a lot, because like when you are playing with a guy 3 years, that doesn't mean you're gonna have good synchronization, you're gonna
Hmm.
have good chemistry. But if you are putting effort, and if you know, like getting better on it, I think that also helps you in the server. Because also like sometimes we say it in Turkish, okay, I forgot about it. But okay, so without you are saying something, you know, you can
Hmm.
understand what you
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
do.
yeah,
So
yeah.
when he says something, then I can understand faster than other players, or I can
Yeah,
even,
yeah.
sometimes we don't need to talk and we do it, you know.
You
So I
just
think that kind
it's
of
already,
things
you
that
know
helps
what's
a
going to
lot.
happen, and you make
Yeah.
sure you make the right move together.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, perfect, perfect. And then we come on to the other players you've got left on your team, which are more newer players coming into it. The first one is Nilo. I need to ask, like, how good can this guy be? Because I remember, I think it was you and him during Blast Bounty, right? You guys were popping off and playing like crazy. It was like great individual performances, but like you're working with him and seeing him every day. So, like, what
Yeah.
is the potential of this guy?
Yeah, like right now he's very, very, very good. Like beginning of the team, like maybe he had also some problems with nib structure, you know. But I
Hmm.
was feeling like he's very good mechanically, but maybe communication wise he was not very good, because his positions are very important.
Yeah,
Like he's playing second star positions, but he was not talking maybe half of mine, you know. So but right now I think he got more comfortable. He feels more like friendly probably in the team, and we like probably he likes the atmosphere here, you know. But I'm not sure. We need to ask him. But like right now, his mechanics are getting better and better, and his like communication part is getting way better. And like he's like giving ideas, or maybe he is giving some micro adjustments sometimes when needed, or maybe when he feels danger. Normally he wouldn't say, guys, let's don't do it, you know. Or
yeah,
like let's say it's mid round, then I'm calling a thing mid round, guys, we need to do AC split. Maybe he wouldn't say, Yasin is not good. But now he's demanding on things. Yasin is not good to do
good,
AC split, for example. So right now I think for me it's almost perfect player right now.
brilliant.
That's cool. Did you lag out,
DW.
Max?
No, I'm waiting for you to say
Ah,
something.
no, no, no. I
I've been
mean,
yapping, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I think, you know, Nilo is obviously a very interesting one, for, I mean, me as a Swede, because
No
I mean,
bias.
we need saviors in our scene, right? And Nilo is definitely in the forefront of becoming or being one of those saviors for Swedish Counter Strike. So I think all Swedish people are kind of looking at him, and it's this team, especially now, with having, you know, 3 Swedish players. You're kind of in this like Swedish team now, xfl0ud. It's crazy,
I
right?
mean, right now, like the problem is we have 3 Swedish, and our IGL is Danish, or coach two, or two coaches Danish. So I'm playing in a Scandinavian team, and the biggest problem is they can understand each other, you know, but I can't.
Has there been any
Yeah.
So
has there been any discussions about who actually owns the meatballs, Turkey or Sweden?
I mean, okay, Swedish, okay, IKEA meatballs is okay. It
Yeah.
can be yours, but in general, the best meatball is coming from Turkey.
Has there
There
been
we go.
that
There we go.
discussion?
I mean, probably Banks eat both of them, you know. Probably you have
Yeah.
been in Sweden a lot of time, and you
Yep.
were in Antalya, bro. You know how is meatballs in Turkey, you know.
I'm giving it to Turkey. I'm sorry, DW. I have to give it
It's
to
fine.
Turkey.
It's fine. It's fine. We'll talk
Definitely
about
wouldn't
this
meet like
later.
that. And then looking at just kind of 2026 for you guys, right? I would say it starts off positively with Blast Bounty. And obviously, this is where you would get into your qualification for the major. Would you say that was more of like a honeymoon for you guys, of like, you still didn't know what was happening? Youngster was flexing the role a little bit, you know, playing a bit looser, or like, where did that performance come out from? Because you qualify to the actual LAN finals, you don't win the game there, right? But you do play 3 maps across it, so you have a chance. You individually were playing well, but that is at least where I said, okay, maybe they're not going to be so hindered by this like AWP situation and this kind of stand-in situation. What was it like
Yeah.
inside the team?
Yeah, like for me, since beginning of the season, I don't think we have a AVP problem because, as I said, I am feeling very comfortable with Youngstar, and I'm pretty sure other people, like because I am from the team, right? I'm in the team. Like other people were talking, maybe we're gonna have some, like we're gonna have some, how you say, no, strength is you are powerful, but when you are not powerful,
Weakness.
that's how you say.
Weakness.
Okay,
Weakness.
weakness. Yes,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. That's true. So like maybe they were thinking we're gonna have weakness on AVP part, you know, but like beginning since the beginning, I think Simon proved himself tournament by tournament, and then when everyone says like Simon, you can do whatever opening you want when you have a feeling, you can call whatever opening, blah blah. So I think everyone is trusting Youngstar, and I knew this was from the beginning. So, and our results, I don't think, like right now, I don't feel we are doing good job, you know. Okay, we
Yeah.
qualified for major, but I don't think we did a good season here. So for me,
That's
AVP was
usually a
not a
good
problem.
sign going into a major, by the way. I mean,
For me, I don't know if my teammates or organization will get mad, but I'm not satisfied. Okay, we are in major. I'm happy, but I'm not happy the way we qualified because we played maybe over, I would say over 10 tier 1 tournaments, and none of them we did a good job, you know. So maybe some of them was close, but most of them was like for me, I don't think we are a bad team because we're doing very good job on pregs. Like everyone is focusing on a new thing that they need to improve, or they are being expert on a thing they are already good, you know. But when we are going into the tournaments, like I see fully different team. Maybe I don't know if it's because of we are unexperienced, because we are very young team right now. Like as I said, I'm 23 years old. I'm the oldest one in the team, so maybe it's because of the uh, being inexperienced, you know, or maybe people are getting nervous, or maybe it's like I don't really know what is the problem, and I wish I knew, you know. Yeah, but the problem since the beginning is not more like AVP. It's, I would say, at the beginning when Krisen come, he had different perspective to play Counter Strike, and like our team, Nilo, me, and other players, their strength is they are individuals, you know. So like you guys know, Danish CS is more like, I would say Scandinavian CS. Like they like to
Yeah.
play more like together, maybe disciplined, freeze, you know. But I think with time we try to find the balance, I would say, like because like I'm not a player who would do good job when we are playing together, you know. You need to
Yeah.
leave me, like you need to just I am a dog, you know. You just need to set me free then. So I think right now we find kind of, I would say, middle way. So I'm not like doing a lot of overpeaks or maybe plays, so solo plays, but also he's not like trying to limit me, I would say. And it goes for Nilo too. Like he was also feeling that a little bit because Nilo is like as I said, our strength is our aims and individuals.
Yeah.
I think we started to find a balance, but at the beginning we were struggling with it because when you're playing against top tier players, like they're not trying to play a team play, they try to go forward, like, and take a step forward with their individuals, you know. If you are playing against Monesi, he will not try to play disciplined, you know. When he sees the
No.
opportunity, he will just take it. So against that kind of teams, you need to also show, like, be ballsy, I would say. So beginning
100%.
of the team, that was a little bit problem. Then I think the second problem was that we were lacking a little bit taking initiative in the team and talking like detailed information, maybe dead talks, or I think that was a problem also in a period. I think that's also, I think we're getting better and better every tournament. And right now, I still feel like we are not a consistent team because, as I said, we are playing very good against top 5, top 10 teams in the break, and like I can, it's not like lucky break, you know. I can
Yeah.
see like, okay, like this is the Nilo I know, this is the Suspa I know, this is the
Yeah.
Cruisen I know. But when we coming to tournament, then as I said, we are becoming a different team, different players. Uh, so like, yeah, right now I think if we can be more consistent as a players and as a team, I think we're gonna be easily top 15 team, I would say. Yeah, but right now, as I said, we qualified for the major. Normally, everyone would be happy in my position, but I'm not very happy because uh, for me, if you are qualifying major and if you play 10 top tier tournaments, maybe half of it you need to do something, maybe go qualify for playoffs at once, you know.
Yeah.
But right now, how we qualify was through tier 2, 3 lance. So that's why I'm not like satisfied. So I hope that major will just give us opportunity to better and at that tier 1 tournaments, because like before that seasons, if you're gonna qualify for major, you had to play good at tier 1 tournaments. Otherwise, like you couldn't get enough points from online games. There was no
Yeah.
tier 2, like there was no
Yeah.
Draculan, there was no BC game, there was no Roman Cup, So, but now, as I said, like I don't see a world we would qualify for major if it was the old system. So that's why
True.
I think we need to step up. We need to step up. We need to be more consistent. We need to improve and play better CS, I would say.
It's very realistic, and I respect that a lot with like the way you're approaching it and what you're saying, because obviously you're already saying to us that you don't think it's the AWP problem, right? The whole youngster situation. So that is not the excuse you guys are using. So in terms of finding that consistency and finding the way you guys want to play and what you want this heroic to look like, what do you said when you connect to the server, it doesn't feel like the same team in practice. But what do you notice, like say you do something good in the Draculans or in the Roman Cups and stuff like that, that is missing against the tier 1 teams? Because you've had a good amount of opportunity now. Like if I look down, so you did Cluj, Krakow, Bounty, you had an EPL position as well. You were in Astana, but even Astana that was recent, it's like almost last place, 1-3 on the system. What is it that you guys are noticing? Are you maybe overworked? Because I know you're a young team, but I mean, you've played a lot. You've had to go on some crazy grind. Are you even having time to fix things?
I mean, for me, I think biggest problem in we are not consistent team, and like if I need to give example, hopefully my teammate doesn't get it wrong. I need to be open. So for me, like maybe some games, the calling, like for example in Draculan, we are playing against tier 3 teams, right?
Yeah.
Maybe calling is fine. So when you are winning Draculan, then you don't, okay, like when you win something, you don't make problems. Like if let's say the calling was bad in T side, you will not talk about it because you are winning.
Yeah.
So like my mindset is even you, like let's say I'm playing very good in a map, we won best of 3, but even when I was top ranking, I did some mistake, I did some overpicks, then I need to be get warned. Yasin, like you did, like okay, you won this clutch or you did ace this round, but you played in this way. So for me, even when you are winning some things, you still need to look at backends,
Mm.
be ready for what's coming, because sometimes what I hear is before it's happening, let's say I'm saying, guys, I think we are overusing this tactic. I think enemy is gonna counter. Then what I hear sometimes is, Yasin, that like till that is happening, you don't need to think about it. But what I am thinking is, like let's say I just wanna give exact example. So let's say on Dust 2 we like to play a little bit retake when needed, but I think there was a period we played a lot of times retake and we won it most of the time. Then I
Yeah.
said to my teammates, guys, like we playing a lot of retake right now, and we are winning. So people gonna try to counter that. So for
Yeah.
example, if we are retaking from city, all of us, maybe guys, we should try to practice maybe retaking from short. And I can still fake it like we are retaking from city, because next game people gonna maybe double molly, triple molly city, or maybe they
Yeah.
gonna do some like smoke whatever. Then like the response was it didn't happen yet, like we doing very good retake. So for me, I think when we win Draculan, so that's what I want to say. Maybe calling is good. Maybe we still need to improve stuff. And I think that was we were missing a little bit. because I always like to look at back what I did wrong, what I did good, so I like to filter it. Okay, the good things I take it, the bad things I try to improve it. And I think against top tier tournaments, what we are missing is, like as I said, I think we are having hard time to adapt what is enemy want to do, because when you are playing against Furia, maybe you have a game plan on T side, but
Yeah.
when everyone is speaking at your face, like Kisarato, Yuri, Yekindar, like you have a game plan, but they don't let you do your game plan, you know.
Yeah.
So what you need to do is like take that, like accept the duel, you know. Maybe if Yekindar trying to get duel with me, then I need to just accept it and show the balls, you know. Then if
Yeah.
he loses, maybe I'm gonna win the duel one time, two time, then he will start to play with more team, like with his teammates, you know. Then we can do our game plan. But I think there is a lot of times against tier one teams, we are trying to like do a lot of things together, but meanwhile there is one guy from A, one guy from B, one guy from mid trying to sneak somewhere like a rat, you know, and fuck our game plan. Then we are just letting them do it. So I think that is a big problem, because as I said, on tier 2 tournaments we are the top dogs, so people are respecting us a lot. So
Yeah.
they scared of us. They also doing what we are doing against T1 teams. They try to make a game plan. Guys, we are playing against Heroic. You know, we need to do this, play like that. Then what we do is they let us do a lot of things. Then we win. Maybe even because of I'm confident in server. We are playing against top 40, top 50, top 60 teams. I'm saying, guys, I will take those. Then and no one is speaking at me, you know, because they are scared.
So
So
it's
we
just
are
like an
doing the same
adaptation
exact thing.
period of you being the favorites for a long period of time, and now obviously stage one is going to be a little bit different. It's probably going to be more in your essay, where people are probably going to respect you quite a bit, because you are probably one of the stronger teams in there on paper. But going into the majors, that like something you've talked a lot about, changing how you approach games against better oppositions, because as you mentioned, seems like people don't, like, they interrupt you and can just play on an individual basis, based on maybe something they've prepped, that you leave that space open quite a bit, because it's a whole different scenario being prepped. You notice how well prepped some of tier 1 teams are compared to tier 2, tier 3 teams who maybe figure it out during the game, so to speak, and then you can adjust accordingly, and it's a balance like that. But when you have to figure out something that they found something that maybe you are isolated on a position, they smoke you out and kill you too early, they don't give you the space to play. Is that something that you are changing now or working on a lot going into these tier 1 games?
I mean, I think like, I would say Astana was 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks ago. So
Yeah.
like we are still not good enough, you know. So to say the truth, I would say like when we playing or sticking game plan or trying to play together a little bit more than other teams, then sometimes enemy doesn't disturb us, you know, or they don't find the gaps, or we are not giving entry, then everything is perfect.
Yeah.
But let's say enemy is doing the opposite what I say, then we are very bad at flowing. We are very bad at like playing maybe 4v5s, 4v4s. So like when plan is getting fucked, we are struggling a little bit about what we want to do now, you know, because that was not planned, guys. So I think that part we are trying to get better, because, as I said, in the server, people start to take more initiative. So let's say if or IG Charism wants to play a little bit more like default, then if Nilo thinks it's better to play faster
Yeah.
on his position, then he will call it, you know. So I think that kind of things help us a lot. But when people are not doing it, and when people are not demanding how they want to play Counter-Strike in the server, and of course, Charism will try to take more lead, you know, in the server, because no one is talking.
I mean,
So
it's
that
a
is the
hard kind of conundrum that you sit with. That you like to be 5v5, but at the same time you need to throw that away to regain, to be able to play 5v5. Have to pressure them back
yeah.
so they stop
Yes.
you.
Like
So
for me,
it's
how I
a
see, yeah,
interesting
how I
problem.
see, I would accept starting 4v5 as a result. Maybe I'm getting entry and it's 5v4, because sometimes I feel when it's 5v5, I feel like enemy knows what we're doing now, because you know
It's a classic one. They smoke
yeah,
B. You're just about to go B, and you're like,
yeah.
fuck. They know.
So for me, I think playing default or slow is good, but also you need to surprise them. So when, let's say, we playing Mirage connector, like we have Mirage T side and connector player is no, okay guys, they're gonna take mid, they're gonna slow down, they will do second wave. Then maybe I am already picking connector, because I know he was playing top. Then maybe he needs to overthink. Guys, he started to play a bit aggressive. I need to do flash pick on mid. Then maybe next round, while he's doing flash pick, maybe we are catching him when we are playing default. These kind of things are important.
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah.
And I was just looking down this, right? So out of all the events you played this year, only 4 were like tier 1 events, but you played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 with the ranked episode 2 that you're at right now. So how much time have you guys had off? Because that's 11 events in 5 months, all LAN events bar the EPL one, right? Obviously Blast Bounty started online and then went to LAN in the end. But like, how much time have you actually had to relax and actually come away from CS?
I mean, I have a very good answer to you. We didn't go that forward, so we had enough time to chill and crack again.
True, but I mean, do you feel like the energy is still good?
I mean, of course, there was some tournaments. Maybe it was like connected. For example, right now
Yep.
we came to Spain, right? We're gonna go Köln. So if we go stage 2 or stage 3, then it's gonna be like 30 days trip. So that's there was some trips. It took very very long because we were going 2 and maybe sometimes 3 tournaments in a row. That was a little bit hard, but it's also like for me, I like more tournaments than cracking because then
Okay.
maybe like in a day you playing 3-4 hours, then you are putting your best in the server. Then the rest of the day you are either keep like individually practicing or maybe you are chilling.
Yeah.
So I think practicing is a bit more like I would say getting your energy. Of course, it's a thing you need to do, but like if you tell me like when we are playing so much prac at home, I'm saying I want to play tournament.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I think with the off days, I think like after every tournament, we try to get like 3 off days. I think this is enough because
Okay.
when you are doing a lot of off days, then people are getting maybe a little bit silly. They have sloppy time to start to first days of preg. So I think 3 days is enough most of the time.
Okay, that's good then. So the energy's still good. That's not a problem on it. Is there enough time for you guys to do the theory you want though, and have like, I know you're at boot camp right now, but to sit down and understand all these things you're talking about to be the best version of the team?
I mean, maybe like I don't know if we are doing in correct way or if we are getting the best efficiency. Did I say correct?
Efficiency, yeah, that's very good.
efficiency,
Yeah.
Efficiency, yes, efficiency. But like we are putting enough hours, like if we're doing 1 and sometimes 1.5 hour theory. But as I said, maybe while Vitality is getting 95% efficiency, maybe we getting 45. I can't say that
Yeah.
because like you see the most of the things you see it after. For example, I'm playing in Heroic right now. 2 years later, let's say I'm playing in a better team and I'm becoming better player, then I will say, in Heroic we were wasting 1.5 hour. Or I will say again in the same situation, I will say, guys, we were doing better things in Heroic in theories.
Yeah.
So like this is not a thing I can say it's good or bad or we doing enough or not enough. It's gonna be in the future I will see it better probably.
Okay, yeah, looking at it from a different perspective as well is always important. And then just obviously looking at the fact that Astana didn't go too well, but neither did kind of, you had the Draculan win, but even some of the smaller events, the smaller tier 2 events didn't go too well for you guys. You made the finals of CCT Global Finals. Obviously, I'm sure that's a final you would like to forget in many ways with how it went down. But when you lose at these smaller events, does that hurt more than the tier 1 events? Did that affect you guys more like, damn, okay, this is really bad?
I mean, for me, I will be honest. I think the winning title is not that important anymore because you are fighting for VR. Especially it's because of before the major. It was before the major tournament. If I'm not wrong, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not. But whatever. Then like that tournaments, even if you are finishing second, but if you get enough VRS points, then you are still being happy. But if I need to talk about that last tournaments, like most of the tournaments, we were a little bit unlucky. For example, in Monty game in finals, like we were doing a good comeback, but then on Ancient Azul did 2 or 3 live rounds against us. Then like I would normally I'm getting a little bit frustrated when we are losing rounds or when we are comebacking, but they are denying. But I was saying, guys, if we lose this game, it's unlucky. I said to this my team, that was insane lucky runs from Azul. Well played team. No offense, but yeah, like I think when unlucky is happening, we are not getting frustrated, we are not getting angry, but maybe there's sometimes we are not really putting say like good effort. We are not being the same players in the server.
Yeah.
Like maybe we have 2 3 off players, sometimes including myself. So like then we are saying, guys, like we are not like then maybe people are getting a little bit more angry, getting frustrated because it's disappointing because in
Yeah.
this tournament, like for me, Heroic is an organization, like it's a legendary organization. Even when I signed to Heroic, I was very happy because like this team have a very good history.
Yeah.
So when I see Heroic at top 20, top 22, top 24, like okay, as I said, I'm happy that we qualify for major, but Heroic deserves better, because they were always top team in the world,
Yeah.
always in Counter-Strike history. So that's why, like, when we getting that kind of losers, I'm saying like sake of Heroic, like sake for this name, let's play better.
Yeah.
That's
Who
cool.
is it? Who is it on the team as well that is like, say you're having a down moment or there is some frustration? Who is it to pull the
Emotional.
team back out? Yeah, the emotional leader of that team. Like, because I know when you're winning, I see a lot of your screaming and shouting for you personally. Are you also the one to bring people back up, or is it someone else?
I would say it's mostly Youngstar.
Okay.
Because you also like let's say the first map is down, then I had bad game maybe, or he feels like I'm not talking good. Then he says, Yasin, everything is okay, bro, let's go, bro. Then he says, let's go, bro. We got
Yeah.
this, we're gonna fuck these noobs, blah blah. And also in the server, like he's not only doing to me but to everyone. Like if his mood is not down, he will try to hype up everyone. He will try to pull up everyone. So I would say Youngstar, and right now he's a little bit ill, like sick, so he can't use his voice a lot. So right now he
Uh-huh.
can't hype us. So that's also affect
Yeah.
us to the reality.
So when did he get sick? He got sick the 10th, I assume here.
It's
Furia.
like last 1 week, 1.5 week, I would say. Like okay, I am saying something very important here. One break day, whole break day. We did like 3 or 4 breaks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Youngstar didn't talk anything, or coach was giving communication for him.
Oh, he's
like-
that
wow.
sick.
Yes, he was very
Oh,
bad. He was very bad.
wow.
Is he
Oh,
getting
that's
And
better?
next day, I mean, he says he's not feeling sick, but his voice is still a little bit fucked, I
Yeah.
would say.
Oh.
But you're sharing a room with him.
Not this tournament, and I would
Oh,
not do
okay.
it.
He's
I will-
isolated.
I will
One
get that
man.
new water room.
Yeah.
But yeah, like since he came back to team as an AVP, we are not staying in the same room. Before that, we were staying.
Ah, okay. So now you got your own rooms. You're good. You're in.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
Finally.
It makes a difference, right? It's needed on that side.
Like
of things.
like when you say that, do you guys have like enough time to rest, blah blah, but I was thinking, no, yes, but before, like when I was sharing room, okay, I like Simon, I like to spend time with him, but
Yeah.
it was so like boring to stay with someone, because like maybe you wanna chill, maybe I wanna talk with my girlfriend, but you can't do it as free as normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's always, like in my previous teams, like the room, how they're split up, or they're split up usually that the snorers stay together and avoid the other people. Is that something you think about in Heroic as well? It's like a little bit of a
I mean,
funny one, but
I mean, we had that problem in a ton of fire. Then I was saying, guys, I can't sleep with this guy, blah blah. But I was not getting listened a lot. I was like 19
You're
years
too
old,
young.
small
Yeah.
kid. Yes, but here I think people are not snoring. At least the ones I slept with,
yeah.
like the staying with together. I would say not sleep. So yeah, sorry, it's a language barrier.
No,
language
that's
barrier.
fine. We
So,
get you.
Yeah. Yeah, so like I don't know who is snoring, but at least I didn't sleep with a snoring guy. But if someone is snoring in my room, I can't sleep.
You
I
can?
can't sleep. So yeah,
Oh.
no, I can't.
Oh,
Like
damn.
like my sleep is very sensitive. Like
Yeah.
if you like do some small sound, I will instantly wake up.
Oh
So
no,
like
that's the
it's very
worst.
hard for it's very hard for me to sleep, like go deep sleep, and it's very easy to wake me up. So
Yeah.
that's why I hate people who is snoring.
It's like my
And
girlfriend. I just open something in the kitchen and she's like, "Why are you making so much noise?" You know, I'm just taking a soda.
just making the smallest amount of noise. All right, so let's look at the fact that you guys actually you're playing in this stake ranked episode 2 right now. The major though is just around the corner. Who makes the decisions for you guys on like the tournaments you're attending, the schedule you guys have? Like, do you guys have a say in it?
I mean, in this team, I don't have a lot of says. I don't have a lot of voice power, you know. So also that part, I don't know. I'm just people are saying we are going this tournament or check
Yep.
calendar. I'm just checking calendar. Okay, which tournaments we have? I am sliding next month. Okay, I'm doing my plan. But yeah, I don't know who is like dealing with it. Who is the guy? Who is the boss of that topic? You know. But I'm not that guy. Or people not ask me a lot.
Okay, so you just
And
turn up.
yes, I am the guy sometimes asking guys why we are not playing this tournament. You know,
Ah,
for
okay. You,
example,
you want to play more. You're
Ah,
crazy,
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah, because we declined CAC
Yeah.
and we declined. There's like one more Chinese tournament after major. I was
Ecstasy.
asking,
Yeah.
yes, I was like, guys, why we didn't accept? Then people say, Yasin, shut the fuck up.
It's actually interesting, right? When we look at this ecstasy one, there's they were talking about it. Striker and the guys on HLTV were saying how there's a lot more top teams potentially attending that just because of like if they have a bad major, and because of obviously the good VRS points and stuff. Are you seeing it now from a player's perspective that like player breaks don't maybe exist in the same way they did before?
Like for us, I think players, like especially about play breaks, I think people are more demanding about they really need that break, you know.
Hmm,
So I think organization is respecting on that little bit more than maybe others. They're
that's good.
listening us. So yeah, so like for me in the scene, I agree what you say. Like the play break is going less days rather than other
Yeah.
years. But I think for us, I think organization is helping us a lot. But for me, if organization says, guys, we play CAC, then after major we play that XS tournament, then I will
Yep.
be fine because I can understand how important to get that VRS points.
Yeah. And looking at this, right, for you guys now, we already talked about Devil said earlier in the podcast about kind of saving some strats for the major. What do you want out of stake rank 2 right now? Like what's the goal for heroic considering how close you are to playing stage 1 of the major, which obviously is way more important?
Yeah, like for us, we talk this tournament as a warm-up tournament. So we
Mm-hmm.
warm up, maybe we struggle on communication or maybe individual aiming, whatever mechanic. Then this is a tournament we really need to warm up. So I think like
Okay.
we didn't talk this, but like even if we lose tomorrow, this should be a lesson or this should be a warm-up session for Köln. So let's say Xbox had the communication problem in stake, then I need to fix it in Köln, you know. So I
yeah.
Yeah.
don't think people will be very sad and probably we're gonna chill and get some sun on Spain, you know, right now if you lose before going final or going deeper in the tournament. But I think yeah, this is a warm-up tournament for us, and for me, I think it can be good to get some wins like as I said, like I don't expect us to win this tournament because I know we are not in sharp turn shape. We are not in shape yet.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I just want us to go forward so we can believe that we can force stage 3, maybe even playoffs in this tournament. And that momentum is also very important because when you're going to 0-2, then when you go major, maybe be playing against Shark, but maybe you're gonna be nervous even against Shark. You know, I'm not underestimating them, but
Yeah.
in the paper, we need to be confident. We need to say, guys, like this is a good team. We want them. You know, we want to play with them. Everyone would like to play with them. So, but yeah, that's why I'm saying like we need to get some wins in the tournament so when we go there, we can have some confidence.
It's not impossible for you guys to, have a bit of a pre-match in the stake tournaments because you're playing Sharks in Cologne the first matchup, and they are
Yep.
in the stake rank 2 tournament currently.
Yeah.
That could be how would you approach a game like that?
I mean, personally, I don't want to play against them because, like today, I think we didn't play good Counter-Strike. Like we won 3 out of 4 pistols, but we lost more than 5 anti-ecos today in both maps. So yeah, like for me, I'm always saying to people, like when we lose, we are having a team talk, you know.
Yeah.
Then I'm saying, guys, like when we are winning clutches and when we are not losing anti-ecos, that cheap rounds, you know, then we are different team. But when we are not winning any clutches, so enemy gets every clutch, then we are losing some anti-ecos. Then like we are not even playing Counter-Strike, you know, like the mood is going down, individuals going down, like everything is going down. So like normal Counter-Strike, maybe you expect, okay, first map 13-11, second map 13-10, without like it goes close, you know. But when we are losing clutch and we are losing pistol, or like there was a time we win like 1 out of 10 pistol, you know. So like
yeah,
I'm just saying, either we need to win some pistols. If you are winning pistol, please don't lose anti-eco, and we shouldn't lose a lot of clutches. Like
I've just
so,
checked the stats, and you won 3 pistols and converted 0 anti-eco after on NIP game.
yes, yes, and this is not only one-time thing, you know. Like we have a chronic problem right now in the team. Either we don't lose any pistol, so we have very best start. We are winning pistol, we are losing anti-ecos.
Yeah.
We are winning pistol, we are winning maybe like better optimized situation is we are winning some pistol, we are not losing some, but then we are losing a lot of clutches, you know. So when that happens, we are different. So what I want to say is I don't want to play against Shark right now because we are very inconsistent right now.
Yeah.
So let's say this is a day we're gonna not lose, we're gonna not win ecos, we're gonna not win pistol, we're gonna lose some anti-ecos. Then when we play against Shark, because Köln is very important. So when we go playing Shark, I don't want people and myself to be nervous, you know, against them because we lost.
Yeah,
So
thinking
I
back
would
to that.
rather, yeah, I would like to play against FaZe, 3D Max, whatever.
Yeah.
I can lose against them, but in Köln, because of we're gonna play Sharks, of course it's a two-sided coin, you know. So if we win, probably we're gonna be more confident while playing.
Yeah.
Like I don't
We're
want to
gonna
take that
smash
risk.
him. We're gonna get
But
him.
but
Yeah.
but it is always that story, you know. I always say it. I keep saying it, and for me, it's always the thing. Like if you lose a series, the next series you have advantage as the losers, right? Because
That's
yeah, you do.
because you are the one that can make all the adjustments, and they can't predict that, right? And why would you
That's true.
change something already worked? It's very
Yeah.
hard to be the winners of last series in a matchup again. So that could be a
Yeah,
difficult
like
one.
yeah, like what happened in when we were in Sangal, we qualified for ESL Pro League. We
Yeah.
played against FaZe. We, I think, smashed them if I'm not wrong. It was like 13-2 in Anubis, and we won the first best of 3.
Yeah.
The next day, like the next game, FaZe fucked us.
Yeah.
Then
It's always
we
like
played
that.
against, yes, we played against Heroic. We fucked them. Then the next game, elimination game, they fucked us. So as you said, I think you have right. You have good point on that.
The analysis is correct. He's been
Yeah.
saying this for a long, long time as well. So I always just want to look at the fact that, yeah, we spoke about you playing at the state rank tournament. What is the practice like now you're on boot camp here, though, leading up into Cologne? Is it just using state as practice, or is there some other practice going on in the background? What's the schedule like to make sure you guys do have a successful run here in Cologne?
Yeah, like I just want to give example from previous majors before. Previous majors, we had always like long boot camps or maybe long break session. Like maybe we are not giving off for 2 weeks, then maybe last 1-2 days off before the major. But now we came here for warm-up tournament, but here PC specs are not good, and the tables are not adjustable, so people don't want to play a lot of Counter-Strike, to be honest. Like me personally, I like every condition. I just need to play Counter-Strike and be warm, you know. But like there's some people they don't want to play in different setup. So like different monitor, 360 monitor.
But you have to get used to it, man, especially if you're playing these other smaller tournaments.
Yes, but for me, I think this is privilege because as you guys didn't go a lot of tier 2 tournaments, like Dracula, BC, Game Stake, that kind of tournament doesn't provide you PC. So you just playing one game in a day, then you don't have PC unless you adjust yourself.
Yeah.
So I think previous tournaments, we had that problem. So let's say we playing best of 3 for 3 hours, then we had nothing to do in day, like no PC, no tablet, no laptop. So we were just spending time in
Lost
real life.
gamers.
That was not good. Yes, yes. But the thing is, while other teams are having maybe bootcamp, so when you don't have, that's a big problem. So now we have PCs. Probably some of the teams doesn't have because we are in our city and street that there is no a lot of gaming PC or bootcamp places. So when our organization provide us PCs, then I like to spend as time as possible. So the schedule is right now is we are just playing tournament and we are focusing on the enemy. So we're gonna have like individual prep with it now after our game. So when we knew the enemy. So
Yep.
tomorrow morning we're gonna do team preparation. Then we're gonna just play the tournament. But before that team prep, I think me and Chris will come here like bootcamp place and we're gonna warm up a little bit. I think he's also like me a little bit, like he likes to spend time on PC, whatever is the condition is.
That's good.
All right.
Definitely positive. And looking at it, right? So I'm looking down Cologne now, looking at stage 1 and the teams you got in there. I would look at this and say that you guys should be one of the favorites to make it through. Where is your confidence with that right now? Like, given how the results recently have gone, the current form of the team, are you nervous? Because this is also only your third ever major, right? You did one with Eternal Fire, it was Antwerp all that time ago. And now you did Austin last time with Heroic, missed Budapest, but you're back again. So are you ready to handle all of that?
I mean, for me, I would say major is my passion. So when we go there, like last major in Austin, I think we missed stage 3 with only one map, if I'm not wrong, and few rounds, and that was against the Mega. So that time we supposed to win that game. Young start throughout the game, and maybe some rounds I try. Yeah. It's a team effort. It's a team effort we lost, together because everyone did
you
mistake.
dropped
Like
a 144 rating against them, but Zway was popping off as well. Okay.
Yeah, that game. But now, when I think about how Austin went, like goes, then I feel like I think we can easily go, like not easily, sorry, but like my expectation would go stage 3, and my dream is like still like when people ask what you wanna do, what's your dream? Like I'm not putting I wanna play in Vitality, I wanna be top 1 player, top 3 player, whatever. I'm just putting small steps. So for me, my first dream is going major playoffs because that profile, that the small trophy, they will walk have it. I think.
Yeah.
I want to have that first. Then maybe I will put bigger goals in my career. So now, for me, I feel like we can go stage 3 in a good shape if we put good effort. If we play like we play in pregs, and yeah, like basically if we play normal, I don't have doubt that we will not. There's no reason to not go to stage 3. But I think on playoffs, I feel like it's a little bit hard to go there. But as I said, in pregs, we're doing very good job, incredible job. So if we can find that form, I feel like it's not impossible.
So on that, have you done your pick'ems?
Yes.
Where did you put heroic in your pick'ems?
3-1.
3-1.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. You put them in the same spot as me. xfl0ud. Okay.
I did little risk assessment.
Okay.
Risk assessment. I like that. All right, xfl0ud, can you tell us then what your full pick'ems are?
Yes. Okay, I will say it from my mind. Gamer Legion Liquid 3-0, but I put Liquid because there was no more team to put 3-0.
You put Liquid
so I said
3-0.
Okay.
Liquid.
Yes, but I'm saying like they're gonna either do listen. They're gonna either do 1-3 or 3-0.
It's a tactical one.
Yes, but I don't want to put the other teams 3-0. It's best of 1. They can play each other. So there was no more team to put 3-0, and I don't trust. I don't believe Liquid will go through 3-2. So I said, okay, maybe they're gonna do 3-0. So and also Gamer Legion Liquid. Then I put Heroic, MIBR, my LNZ kardeş.
Yep.
And I put Big.
Yep.
I put Tylu.
Nice. Good.
One more, I think it was Bates, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Let me see the team.
Bates, yeah.
Yeah, let me see the team. And on Zurich Tiro, I put Down Thunder team, or I don't remember.
Yeah, down under, down Thunder, whatever they're called.
Yes,
Thunder
I
Down
put
Under.
them.
That's the one.
And I put Sharks.
Oh, spicy.
That is the confidence.
So wait,
that is the confidence.
Gamer Legion Liquid 3-0, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you
And
give me 1
then
second, okay, bed boom, bed boom.
Bet
Also bed
Boom.
boom
Bet Boom.
inside. Yes, bed boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that you put Tyloo there. I put Tyloo on mine as well. Okay, we're cooking. We're definitely cooking with that.
Yes, I think in major they're doing good run. They didn't go playoff yet, but I think in major they're doing very good job. I think Jemyong will be saving them.
Oh yes.
He's so good.
He's had many of those master moments. Devilwalk, any final questions from you before we move on to like the Q&A side?
No, I think that the pick'ems were the most interesting for me.
And then there's one more thing I want to ask you about xCloud. So you're talking about what this team has and the players you have. What is the support staff like for Heroic? Do you have like a psychologist or anyone like that as well for like helping you guys with that mental side of things, with the performance side?
Yeah. Normally we had the Jens at the time. So and Sampaio was here.
Mhm.
He was doing very good job, incredible job. But after, I think it was when I got bench and come back, I think he was gone. If I'm not wrong, I can't
Okay.
remember very nicely. But then there was a time we played without like performance coach.
Mhm.
Then we tried someone in the tournament, like mid tournament. So he didn't have time to meet with us and like say. So he was in the mid tournament. Then we didn't wanna continue with him after the tournament. Then now we have Winnie from Brazil.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's also very good job. He's doing very good job. I like him. Like when
Nice.
he's in Brazil, like for example, our practice starts at 10 a.m. So for his time, it's like 5 a.m. So he's waking up and still joining us. Yeah, he's doing very good job. He's very committed. Like he's not lazy guy.
Yeah.
The other people would be like maybe performance coach. Like most of the time performance coaches doesn't go prac, if it's online prac. So but he goes. If he can't go, he's watching the replay. Then seeing what we did, whatever. So right now we're working with him. He was not able to come this tournament, but he will come to Köln, hopefully.
Very good. Important.
Yeah, so yeah, like I can realize the difference when he's here and not here. Like there's a big difference, and I would say normally beginning of the team was not very bright, but after he came, I think a lot of things started to be better because people started to be honest each other, or if you can't be honest, then when you talk with him, then he was able to convince other players, like you need to give chance to Yasin. So I think the effect of performance coach is very important in my opinion, and without them, I think it's very hard to build the structure.
I actually have one more question. If you would build a top 3 players from stage 1, after stage 1, who would those 3 players be?
Like, what do you mean stage 1?
Like when stage 1 is concluded, everyone is gone past. You get a stage
who's
page.
The top 3 highest rated players on stage 1.
Oh, okay, I understand. Let me see the teams. Like the first one is of course Blamef. Even if they lose the stage 1, if they don't go through, he will be top rated.
Good shouts.
100%. Okay, unfortunately I need to put myself.
Good.
And the last one, it's coming. I'm telling you, it is Rez.
Rez, yeah. Yes. He had a great Atlanta tournament as well.
Blamef, Rez, and xfl0ud, top performers, stage 1 at the major.
Yeah, if my team, as a team, if you don't fuck up, if you do good job, I will also do good job.
Yeah.
I promise.
Hey, we look forward to seeing it, man. All right, well, lastly then, what we're going to do is we've got some questions from our Discord community that we're going to fire at you, okay? So the first one I got here is from Kankarika, and they say, hey, xfl0ud, what's the most memorable fan interaction or gift you've ever had during tournaments? Good luck on Major.
I mean, there is not a lot of, but there is quite a lot gift we received from the fans. But I would say in China, I don't remember if it was Kak or IEM Chengdu, but a fan give us a charm, like key charm, and in our model,
Yeah.
So
nice.
it was it was very nice. It was very cute. And that was very creative though. Like it was not a random guy, but he tried to design us. So it was very nice.
So was it actually of each player, or was the like heroic logo?
Each player.
Wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
That's really cool.
Yes.
That's really nice.
Yeah. And if I am not wrong, either we got a new player or we got a stand-in. I don't remember, but he didn't have charm, so he didn't give it for that guy. So I give it to him. I give it to him, man. So I just get a yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. All right, DW, ask the next one.
From Sapple, he asks, hey xfl0ud, what tournament of the year, and he says not the major, is your personal favorite? Be it the people, crowd, food, or the location.
I mean, unfortunately, I didn't play a lot of arena games, especially in like top tier tournaments. So I can't say this crowd is the best, whatever. But for me, I really like CAC because it's like I don't know what, but I like to go USA or Asian countries. That tournaments are always a different, you know, emotionally or vibe wise. I feel very different. So I would say CAC was very good.
Yeah, Chinese
tournaments. Also their hospitality is very good. Also, I think in CAC, yes, I remember. Also, food, the restaurant, the hotel we stay, CAC was the best.
Yeah. Perfect World do good on that. That's for sure.
I was eating kebab every day. Like in Asian countries, you can't find kebab easily. No, it's always like some seafood. But I was going to every dinner. I was going kebab, but there was a kebab booth. You know, I was saying, "Can I get kebab, please? Thank you."
Was it good kebab?
It was very good.
It was good kebab. Dude, they must have done it just for you. They must have saw, okay, we have a Turkish player. Let's make sure we have kebab. We can do it.
Yeah.
All right, next one's from Nepo, and it says, hey, xfl0ud, how do you think the Alcaraz situation affected you on a personal level? Was the mental hard to maintain? I guess we kind of covered it a little bit, but if you had anything else you wanted to share.
I mean, I think Adim is a very cute guy. Like he's very young guy too, you know. So for me, I think he has very big potential. So I think if he can get better improving on his communication, he can be easily top 5 AVP in the world because I know what he's capable of. Like his mechanics are unbelievable, I would say. Like, okay, we're talking about Youngstar is good AVP, right? Like, and he did some good like shots, but Alcaraz is way different. So only thing I would say, like, let's say it's on my hand. If I can put like the communication on Alcaraz, like he will be like one of the best AVP players in the world. Okay. But for me, the effect wise, I think I felt a little bit more comfortable with Youngstar with communication wise. But Alcaraz was getting like more maybe openings or maybe like doing some crazy shit because he was a very comfortable AVP player, you know?
Yeah. Last one, DW.
Captain Synchro. Hey xfl0ud, do you think XANTARES is better than donk?
I don't think XANTARES is better than donk, but maybe in CSGO and Prime XANTARES would maybe he would we can compare then, you know. But now I think donk is winnable. Unwinnable.
Unstoppable. Definitely unstoppable.
Hard to compare with donk. It's kind of a like
there's a big age gap now as well, bro.
Yeah. It's kind of a set up question because there's no one you could say with like it doesn't matter if you tell me like Forest or donk. I have to say donk, even though I'm a hardcore Swede.
But even if you say it now, like donk versus Nico or donk versus
no, but it doesn't work for anyone. That's what I'm saying.
Like donk just wins. Donk just wins all out. Yeah. He's on a whole other level.
Like I am not from old school, but maybe I'm wrong, you know. But in old Counter-Strike, like there was not a lot of people who is going crazy and carrying every game.
In 1.6 there was.
Yeah, maybe that's I never seen 1.6 tournament, but like there was another player who carries every game, or you know, like consist. Like maybe it was more positioning, or maybe you had more like better aim than others, or you were getting better decisions. But no, donk is like you can't go close to him, you know. Like maybe like even if you do preparation, he will fuck you anyway, you know.
People have tried many times. All the grenades at him, throw everything, including the kitchen sink at him, and you still can't take him down.
But I think Prime XANTARES will stop him. Because if you remember, maybe Banks, XANTARES was unstoppable in Space Soldiers. Like his over peaks, his flash peaks, his XANTARES peaks was like it was working against everything, but not against Astralis because they were finding a way to fuck XANTARES.
All that util, all the smart teamwork, right? There is a way to do it, but Donk,
good-
we've
good
seen like
argument.
Vitality try it. Yeah, there's been a few that try, but Donk still manages to power through in his own individual way. Well, xFloud, I want to say a big thank you for joining us and taking the time, because I know you got a busy schedule as well, man, to talk about Heroic, you and the Major. I want to say I wish you the best of luck going into stage one. Hopefully you guys crush it and you play really well as a team. Is there anything you want to say to the Counter-Strike community, everyone watching? Any final words before you go into the Cologne Major?
Yeah, today is Eid Mubarak in Turkey, so I just want to say in Turkish, hepinizin Kurban Bayramı kutlu olsun arkadaşlar, mübarek olsun. Umarım bu videoyu da izleyip beğenirsiniz. Çünkü çok fazla İngilizce konuşuyoruz ya. İzlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ederiz. Yes, in English, I can say, guys, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe and like. And for more, because there are gonna be more episodes, just try to open the notifications, you know. So if you guys following Heroic, if you guys following me, thanks for that. Hope we can make you excited in Major.
Dude, he's better in
yes.
outros than I am. We should
bro,
just like we should hire
I'm
him.
replacing you. I'm replacing you, and I'm just gonna get xFloud to do our YouTube
Yes,
outros from
and,
now on.
one extra thing, like when I got benched, our content team was very sad because I'm the best content creator in the team.
We see why. We see why.
The proof is there. Well, that is it for our first very special episode of the All About Counter-Strike IEM Cologne Major. So we got a lot more to come your way. Thank you to everyone for watching. Thank you for xFloud for joining us. And we'll see you on the next episode in a few days.
Bye-bye.
Hey.